Oh, here we go.
Go on.
He played 30 games.
30 games?
Yeah, he got 30 games for England.
Well, OK, I've done him a disservice there. Sorry, Leighton, if you're listening.
Yeah,
sorry,
poor mate. Great player.
Yeah, good left foot. I told you, wand of a left foot.
It was a wand. Let's go to Dave. He's an Everton fan. Right, Dave?
Right, Davo.
Good evening, boys.
Evening, Davo.
Lynn, I love you.
Oh, was that?
Go on.
Absolutely fantastic call. Echoed everything that I've been thinking all day. Will David Moyes keep Everton in the Premier League? Yes, he will. Will a lot of other managers keep Everton in the Premier League? Yes, because Sean Dyche has talked us down, playing dice ball, playing awful tactical football, talking the club down. He's part of the reason we are in the mess we're in. Do I want David Moyes back in my football club? No, because he was a disloyal snake.
What happened?
What happened? Alex has rung me up. Oh, I've got to go round to his house. I've got to buy a nice new pair of chinos to go. And he offers me the job, and I take it there and then. And I'm not being funny. He was Everton manager. He went behind our back. Sir Alex snapped his fingers, and off he goes.
No, mate, but it's Man United, Dave.
Come on, Dave-o.
Like, it's the biggest club in the world at that time.
There's ways of doing things, and to do it behind the club's back, the way he did it, after the way the club were loyal to him for so many years, when, at times the football was poor. And listen, do I felt that he got a bad hand at Man United? Listen, whoever went in there after Ferguson was going to fail with that agency.
You can't hold a grudge against him, though, Dave, for going to Man
let
United.
Let it go, Dave-o.
And you know, another one I'd have never left back as well in the same breath. Wayne Rooney should never have pulled on an Everton shirt again. He should never have been allowed.
Well, I've just read on the back pages it could be David Moyes and Wayne Rooney coming in as a pair. Just seen it.
No, absolutely no. You know what?
I'm only winding you up. I'm only winding you up. Poor old Dave-o there won't come in and good us in the game.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney wouldn't fit through the door these days anyway.
Dave-o.
So, I'll tell you what, I'd have Lee Carsley.
Yeah, I know. I heard someone on talkSPORT mention Lee Carsley earlier, actually.
Well, he's managing the under-21s at England. He's got a lovely little cushy job.
Right now,
I'm gonna go there.
but Dave, let's think pragmatically here. Right now, between now and the end of May, you need a manager that's going to keep you in this league, right? Yeah. And David Moyes, whether you like it or not, ticks boxes.
Dave, wait there. We'll hold you over because we've got a break. Keep your calls coming in 03 717 22 3344. Let's go back to Dave. He's an Everton fan. And Dave...
Dave-o.
So you're definitely not happy with Moyes coming in?
No. Listen, by the way, Darren Ferguson, another Ferguson who lacks class. But listen, they'd made the 5 subs while it was 1-0, so he couldn't do it anyway. Anyway, yes. Listen, if Everton were 10 points further up the table, I think Graham Potter would have considered us. But taking the Everton job at the moment is risky, isn't it? In case they go down, so that's why you choose West Ham. Moyes is going to be here on a short-term deal. I'm not happy with it. You suck it up, we stay up, but there needs to be a reset in the summer, and you cannot give him the job long term because you end up in the same position in 18 months' time. The club needs a complete reset in the summer. New stadium. Hopefully the Freakins are going to be able to put money in. PSR should be hopefully behind us. The summer, you need a Fonseca, a Terzic who's left Dortmund. I'd have Thomas Frank. I'd like to see Thomas Frank with money. Have
you got any money, though, Dave? I'm not... You know, I just wonder how much... I'm not convinced you're that cash rich, are you?
Yeah, the debt has been wiped out by the Freakins. They've wiped out the £30 million interest a year we were paying on debt. So the club is now debt free.
Right.
We've got very, very rich owners. We're moving to a new stadium where we'll have sponsorship deals, an extra 12,000 seats, an awful lot more corporate. Everything in the stadium is going to be for sale, basically, in terms of sponsorships. So Everton's revenues are going to go up massively. So just wiping out £40 million a year interest payments, which we were paying on silly loans, there's £40 million a year that you can spend on a player straight away before anything else.
Okay.
I don't know. How much money have you spent on players in the past? Doesn't guarantee you anything.
Absolutely. Listen, we've had enough false dawns at Everton. The worst thing that happened to Everton was obviously we got Mashiri, assumingly with backers in the background who we won't go and name, and then world affairs kick off, and that was the end of that. And we're in trouble. But listen, Mashiri's got us the stadium, and he's now sold it to what seemingly is a decent owner. But this summer we need a reset. There's loads out of contract who won't get renewed, shouldn't get renewed. But David Moyes is not the man long term to take us forward.
All right, Dave, top man. Cheers, appreciate your call. Let's go to Daniel. He's an Everton fan. All right, Dan.
Right, Danny
All
boy.
right, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, Daniel. How are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. That was the best game I've seen us play for a good few years. And Jamie, you said it was a poor game.
Are you winding me up?
He is.
What?
He's winding you up.
You're winding me up,
He's
Dan.
winding
You must be a Liverpool fan or something.
Come on.
No. I'm saying, like, obviously, I know we're playing a League One side, but we played Doncaster, who's a League Two side this year in the League Cup. We played them last year in the League Cup, League Two side, and we were awful, absolutely dreadful both games. And I know it's only a League One team, but the intent we had today is the most intent I've seen since before Dyche was there. We were pressing, we were passing the ball from kickoff.
Cundy, help me out.
Sorry, Daniel.
We didn't even lump it up.
Daniel.
Can you help me out?
Daniel.
It's the worst game of football I've ever seen.
Daniel, it was terrible, mate.
Well, we had more passes in the first 30 minutes than we'd had in the whole game, the last game under Dyche.
Daniel, sorry, mate. I know you've been starved of. And I think this is just a reaction. That a lot of Everton fans.
If that's what you want to see every week, mate, you're in big trouble.
Whoa. I'm not saying that's what I want to see every week. Right. What I'm saying is there was a quick change from getting rid of Dyche to in a few hours we saw a bit of intent for the team, a bit of passion.
Are you joking? Are you joking?
I think
he's
he's
flat as a pancake.
He's damaged.
He's
damaged.
Like all I'm saying, like I've watched an awful team with awful players for the last 2 years. Yeah. You were in awful teams and an awful player. You must understand what I mean.
Yeah, all right,
Daniel, I think you're scarred, mate. I think what's happened, I think whatever's that with Dyche ball, I think you're just happy to see just some people just. That might have been the warm up you're watching, though, Daniel.
But
have you thought of that?
Well, can we be like? You're not an Everton fan. We've seen dire football all season.
Yeah, and you see it tonight as well.
Yeah, that was.
And I guess, but tonight isn't the new manager, is it? Tonight was a few hours of letting Baines and Coleman come in and have a little bit of play. Played a slightly different setup, and we won a game. We scored goals and we passed the ball. I'm not saying tonight was like, oh my God, this is absolutely amazing.
Are you back?
It was totally different to what we've seen for the last few weeks. And I am happy that Moyes is coming back. Not forever, for the next few months to get us through. Part of me thinking he could lift the FA Cup, him and Seamus together, bringing us into the new dawn would be absolutely fantastic. It would be emotional for me.
I don't know whether this is a real call.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's a real call.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.